Hello, I'm Danica. Welcome to your very first yoga class. Being a beginner is awkward sometimes, so I really think that anyone who's willing to be a beginner at anything ever is a very brave and interesting person. Hopefully, it won't take long at all for you to feel like you really belong here, because you do, right now, in this moment. You don't need anything specifically for today's class, unless you have something going on with your knees or your hips. You can grab a hold of a blanket or two. Otherwise, you just need yourself. I'm so happy you're here. Let's get started. Okay, so we are going to begin laying down on the mat. So come down onto your backs and place the feet on the mat. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider than your hips, maybe even as wide as your mat. And let your knees fall in towards each other, maybe even coming all the way together like a tent. Bring both hands down to your low belly. Trying to create a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. We're pressing down through the top part of the back of your head. Not the top of your head, but the upper part of the back of your head. So we're keeping the natural curve here in the cervical spine of the neck, and also just giving ourselves a little space in the front of the throat. And now bringing your attention to your breath. Intentionally slowing down and filling up your breath. And just noticing how it feels to breathe today. Some days it's harder than others. So we'll take 3 breaths together, either inhaling through the nose or an open mouth, whichever is more comfortable for you. So taking a deep breath in and try to fill up the low belly where your hands are resting. Fill up the whole body and notice the pause between your inhale and then your slow, controlled exhale. Deep breath in, filling up the low belly. And slow, controlled breath. Let's just take one more together. Deep breath in. And out. Start to heel toe the feet back towards each other. And the feet should be as close to your seat as is comfortable for you. And then lift the shoulders up so that you can move the shoulder blades in towards each other on the back of the body. So your chest is puffed up. Bring your elbows down by your side, bent kind of like a robot arm. So your fingertips are facing the sky. On your next inhale, press down through the elbows and the feet to lift your hips up. And then come onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to roll down the spine. So the shoulders, upper back, middle back, low back, and the tailbone hits the ground at the end. Drop the heels down. Inhale like you came down, roll back up the spine. Low back, middle back, upper back. Coming onto your shoulders, come onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, roll down the spine. Take the whole movement for the whole breath. Moving very slowly here. Heels drop. Inhale, roll up the spine. Come onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, roll down the spine. Last time, rolling up the spine. Tiptoes. And exhale, roll down the spine. Plant the feet down, hug both knees in towards your body, and rock slowly from side to side. So we have a couple options here for our next big move. We're going to do some gentle core work. And I know a lot of people hear core work and say, no, thank you, but I'm going to make this accessible for all of us. It doesn't mean remedial, it means accessible. So wrap your hands around your right knee and either drop the tiptoes of your left feet down or extend the left leg long all the way. And we're going to switch. So you can extend the leg long, and this is what it looks like. Or you can drop the tiptoes down, and this is what it looks like. So both of these are stabilizing the core muscles. So try to incorporate your breath. So moving slowly, pressing the tailbone down, navel is hugging in towards your spine, and the breath is strong. Just a few more rounds. Last one. And hug both knees in. You did it. Look at us go. Okay, dropping the left foot down on the floor and draw the right knee in towards your body. Couple options here too. So if this is where we're all beginning, grabbing a hold of the right knee and bringing it out to the side and in towards the center, maybe around in some big circles. Any movement that you want to take here to start feeling some mobility in your right hip. If you want to take it a bit further, you can grab a hold of the sole of the foot and lift it up so that it's facing the sky, drawing the right knee in towards the right side of your body. This left leg can stay bent, or you can extend it long down on the mat, whichever one feels best for you today. And we'll take 3 breaths here in whatever version you're choosing. And I just want you to notice as I'm giving you these modifications, if there's a story going on in your mind, like you should be further along or you should go to the most extreme version of the pose, you don't have to judge it or change it. Just notice if you have a story happening. Last deep breath here. We'll bring the left foot on the floor if it's not already there, and cross the right ankle over the left knee, coming into a figure 4 with the legs. You can stay here, working on letting that right knee fall away from you so you can feel the stretch in the outer right hip, or you can hug the left knee in, wrapping the fingers behind the left thigh, and straighten the left leg, pointing and flexing the foot. So you're gently positioning your right elbow to be against your right knee so that you can gently, keep it from hugging way in towards your body. And if it is hugging way in towards your body, maybe you should begin here. I think you'll be surprised at how far and how quickly you advance from the beginning posture to the next step up on the posture. You're never in a permanent state of being, just never ever with anything. Just taking 2 more breaths here. We'll bring that left foot to the ground, right foot to the ground, hugging the left knee in, and choosing on this side which version you need. Either the left knee stays in, right knee stays bent, and you work on finding mobility in that right hip, This is a perfect place to begin from. Or you can grab a hold of the sole of the left foot, lift it up to face the sky. Right leg can stay bent or extend it long. It doesn't have to look the same as it did on the other side. We hold tension in different places of our body. And wherever you are is perfect. Just make sure you're breathing. Last breath here. And then we'll cross the left ankle over the right knee, letting the left knee fall away from you. And decide to stay here or wrap your fingers behind the right leg. Extend that right leg long, gently pressing the left knee away from you with your left elbow. And point and flex the right foot. Roll it around in circles. Place the right foot on the ground. Left foot on the ground, heel toe the feet away from you just for a moment. Windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And then grab a hold of the backs of both legs and start to rock the spine a few times. And rock yourself all the way up to a seat. An alternative to that is just to roll over onto your side and press yourself up into your seat. Cross the ankles and then roll over onto hands and knees. Spread the fingers really wide. And notice if you have a tendency to drop your weight into your shoulders. Perfectly normal, just pressing the ground away to try to stay active here in the arms and protect our shoulder girdle. So first feeling the length of the spine. So the crown of the head is pulling forward. The tailbone is pulling back behind you. So you feel length in the spine, length in the sides of the body. Take a deep breath here. Keep this length in the spine and start to make a C shape with your spine as you look back over your left shoulder. And then back through center and over to the right, looking back over your right shoulder. Just getting a little bit more length in the sides of the body. On your next inhale, drop your belly down towards the ground as you lift the crown of the head and the tailbone up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, press the ground away, round your spine a lot, let your shoulder blades come apart away from each other. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale into your cow pose with your belly dropped, heart reaching forward, crown of the head and the tailbone lift. This time as you exhale, round your spine, let your shoulder blades come apart and start to sink your hips back towards your heels. It's okay if they don't touch, but that's where they're headed. On your next inhale, like you're ducking underneath a wave, come back into your cow pose. Belly drops, crown of the head and the tailbone lifts. Round the spine on the exhale, sending your hips back towards your heels. Diving underneath the wave on the inhale. And last time, exhale, round the spine, sink your hips back towards your heels. And inhale your way back up into your neutral tabletop. So keeping the knees underneath the hips are going to stay in the air. But start to walk your hands forward like you're melting your heart down towards your mat. Your forehead might touch the mat, it might not. But feel the length here in the spine. So the tailbone is drawing back behind you and the crown of the head is drawing forward and your heart is melting down. So these are the principles of a downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine over everything else. So if that means you're up a little bit, that's okay. But maybe you can come all the way down, forehead to the mat, heart melts down. Take 2 breaths wherever you are. Use your next inhale to walk the hands back towards your body, coming back into your neutral tabletop, hands and knees. Spread the fingers really wide. Try to press down through the whole hand and not a lot of weight bearing on only your wrists. Curl your toes under. So here you're welcome to take that puppy pose again, walking the hands forward, melting your heart down. If you want to keep focusing on lengthening the spine. If you're ready, you can come with me into a downward facing dog. So we're going to curl the toes under and lift our hips up into a downward facing dog. So if your downward facing dog feels like maybe you're like this and it's a lot of shaking and it's hard, bend your knees a lot, maybe even hovering them off the ground. And then send your hips up, keeping the knees very, very bent. Tailbone reaches up. Crown of the head reaching down, a lot of length in the spine. Keep pressing through the whole hand, root down, press up, lift up. The legs will straighten when they're ready. Keeping them bent is a great way to decompress out of the low back. One more breath here. And as you exhale, we'll come down. Sit back on your heels for just a moment, closing the eyes. And then when you're ready, we'll swivel those heels out to the side so you can sit back behind them. Bring the legs long out in front of you. So the legs are long and straight out in front of you, and lift your arms up. If your legs are long and you can't lift your arms up and this feels really weird, bend the knees. Anytime that you're in any kind of yoga pose, you can always just bend your knees to make it more accessible. Also, sitting on a blanket or two makes this more accessible. So this doesn't make it remedial, doesn't mean anything's wrong with you, it's just anatomy. So we're reaching the fingertips up towards the sky, knees are as bent as they need to be. Keep that length in the spine as you fold forward, leading with your heart, not with your nose. The hands will come wherever they come, wherever you can grab on your legs, and keep reaching the heart forward. So this is a pose where a lot of people can get into their head, especially if your forward fold feels like you're here, like you're nowhere near a fold. That does not matter. And we are never in a permanent state of being. So be where you are and breathe into that place. That's how you will let go of the stress and the tension that's keeping you from moving further into this pose. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get too frustrated. Just breathe where you are and know that things are always changing. Try to lead with your heart, not with your head. It's a good rule for life. And then on your next exhale, you can let your spine round and let your head droop. Take a deep breath into the back of your body. And then as you inhale, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling back up the spine. Crown of the head lifts up last. Bend the right knee. You can bend the left knee too if you need to. Always an option. So you can keep your right hand here on your right knee if it helps you to reach your heart forward and feel that length in the spine. And then reach the left arm long, fingertips up towards the sky. A lot of length in the side of the body, a lot of length in the spine. Length in the spine. Wrap your left arm around your right knee. Right fingertips back behind you. A lot of length. And then twist, look back over the right shoulder. Breathe here into the places that feel really restricted. Last deep breath. The exhale will unwind you. Extend the right leg long, left knee hugs in. You can always have that right knee bent if you need to. You can even bend it underneath of you if that feels better for you. Left hand to left leg, lengthen the spine, reach the right arm long, and then as you exhale, wrap it around the left knee, left fingertips behind you, lengthen and twist, look back over the left shoulder, and breathe. Strong breaths. Try to fill up your belly. Last deep breath in. And as you exhale, unwind. Plant the feet down on the floor. Reach your arms long. Last thing, I promise. And just like we've been doing, rolling the spine, see if you can roll vertebrae by vertebrae down the spine with your head hitting at the very end. So moving into our final resting pose, our Savasana together. Choose what feels good for you. If it feels okay to have your legs extended long, take up a lot of space with your body. If that doesn't feel okay on your low back today, then you can come back to the posture with which we started in a constructive resting pose with your feet a little wider than your hips and your knees falling in towards each other. That gives the sacrum and the low back some space. Find a little space between your chin and your chest. Let your shoulders melt down towards your mat. Release any tension in your face, in your jaw, in your belly, your hips, your hands. Close or soften the eyes. And we'll just be here in stillness together to integrate all the work we've just done. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, rolling your ankles and your wrist. Stretch your arms up over your head. Stretch from your fingertips down to your toes. Rolling over onto your side and resting in a fetal position for just a moment. And then gently, in your own time, pressing yourself all the way up. And we'll come into a comfortable seat. Legs can be crossed in front of you. Place your hands on your knees. Close or soften the eyes. Ground down through the sitting bones and grow tall up through the crown of the head. Draw the shoulders up towards the ears and round them down the back in towards each other. Lifting the heart. Take a deep breath in and out. I hope that you are very proud of yourself for showing up today for yourself. You can gently blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you got something from this, and I hope to see you again in my next one. Bye.